Welcome everyone. In this video I will review the CS-52C, which is a new Tier 8 Polish premium medium tank. But first let's take a look around of this tank. As you can see, the hull is really wide and the turret is from the CS-63. It's very similar. So, the crew of this tank, we have here 4 crew members: commander, gunner, driver, and loader. Let's talk about now the gun of this tank, which is a 100mm caliber gun with 250 alpha damage and 410 on the HE alpha damage. As the penetration goes, we have here AP with 208 millimeters of penetration value, heat with 270 millimeter, and H with 53 base penetration value. So the DPM of this tank is 1.9k, which is a bit low. Not that bad, but a bit low. Which means we have here 7.7 SAC for 250 alpha damage, which can high roll up to 313. The accuracy of this gun here, we have dispersion value 0.37 and the aim time. This tank has the turbo mode as well as the CS-63 has, which means if you press the X key, for example, this tank will switch to in the turbo mode, and in this case your aim time will be increased. By normal speed mode, you will have 2.4 second aim time. With the turbo mode 3.36, but the dispersion value will remain the same. The gun depression is 7 degree and elevation is 17. The gun depression is okay, I would say it's not 8, but it's not 6, so it's in the middle, it's okay. Now the gun traverse speed is obviously fast, medium gun traverse speed. The HP of this tank is 1350, which is good armor. I will check this at the end of the video, but this tank doesn't really has any armor, not even on the turret. This tank weighs in 40 tons with 710 horsepower. This means in normal mode we have the speed of the normal speed mode is 50 forward, 17 backwards, which is good. With the turbo mode, we will have 70 forward and 25 backwards, which is amazing speed. The time to switch between the engine modes is 2.5 seconds. So you have to wait 2.5 seconds. The traverse speed, medium, obviously medium is good mobility, especially with the turbo enabled. The concealment is, as you can see, it's not the same on the normal and the turbo mode. Here we have in normal mode we have 310, which is a good base camo value. This can be increased, I assume, into even 700, which is really good for a medium tank. The camo is good, as you can see. The tank has low profile and it's wide, like a Russian tank. The view range 380 meters. It's okay for a tier 8 tank, medium tank. The signal range 525. I would like to see this will go up to 550, 560. So it's good enough. Let's go now and configure this tank. So we have here first the field modification, this at max level, and here we have these options, but I will not select any of these because it's just not worth. But here with as you can see, with this we will have plus 2% to the aiming circle size, but with a good stabilization. But the dispersion is already bad, as you can see, 0.37, and this is really bad. And yeah, this can be a good, but it will give us a good concealment, but will reduce the reverse speed of this tank, which is not that bad. You can live with this, definitely 15 reverse by the camo, and it will give us 59 camo. So this is worth, I would say this is really worth. And now you have a base, an entry level TD camo value. It's not that good, but it's definitely worth it to go on camo. So let's select now all the good crew skills what we can have: the even repair and the paint, camo paint, and the extra food. And here now we have the first slot is mobility. But why will you want to turbocharge this tank? Because the speed is already really good, and you have the turbo mode in the tank already enabled. So here we have scouting or survivability. I would say let's select here scouting, because the ventilation also will give the bonus on the scouting slot. So we have the ventilation already boosted, as you can see. With this will boost the whole everything will boost. And here in the turbo slot, we will have the improved rotation mechanisms to have even better stabilization. And in the third slot, the gun rammer. So this is the best option because the V stub, or if you don't want the DPM, but the DPM is a must here. The V stub, this will not give us the configuration for the bonus for the vertical stabilizer. So this is the best option how to configure this, because this here we have the bonus slot ventilation in the scouting, and this will also give the bonus. So now let's go and check this. First, let's talk about the ammunitions. Here we have the AP with, as I said, 208 millimeters of base ventilation value, which is low, but the cost is only 510 credits, which is just inexpensive. And the shell is 1,109 meters per sec. Actually, really fast. Is close to be an APCR. Definitely good shutter speed on the AP. Now the heat with 270 meters of penetration value, really good. Shutter speed 880 meters per sec. That's definitely good for a heat shell. Definitely good, and I would say it's fast for a heat shell. And the cost of this is 4,800. This is really expensive because 4,800 credits only for 250 alpha damage. If you want to spam the full heat, this will not give you. It's just really bad value because alpha damage is low and the shell is expensive. And the HE with 53 millimeters of base penetration value, not that good, but the high roll is 513. The speed is also good, 846 meters per sec. So let's check now the stats with this equipment's DPM 2.3K. Okay, dispersion for 0.34. This is still not good. The gun is still not accurate. This is an inaccurate gun, 0.34. Aim time 2.2 second in normal mode. That's long. That's definitely long. And in the turbo mode, 3.6. So the gun, again, like on the VZ1116, the gun is the balancing factor here in both cases because it's bad. Now the DPM is only 6.3 second, 6.3, 6.4 second for 250 alpha damage. And let's go here check the stats. Camo, as you can see, 730T. This is a good TD camo value already. 730T, really good. And the vision is 440 meters. It's amazing. Signal range 572, but that's enough, I would say. Let's go now and check the armor of this tank. So this is a tank if you're gonna face the tank frontally like this. Lower plate 90mm, upper plate 115, turret 128, 150, and here close to the gun mantlet 260. But that's it. The gun mantlet actually good, 335. The upper side 300, let's say here 340, lower side 400, 480. So not bad. Around the gun mantlet is good. Other than that, it's weak, and with heat ammunition, you can overmatch the top of this tank really easily, and you don't have to be a tall tank because this tank already has a low profile, so it's easy overmatchable. And we are talking here only 100mm caliber, but with heat, doesn't even matter. With heat you can overmatch anything. It doesn't even matter the caliber size. So the side of this tank is actually will be good, definitely will be good, but we have here a turret ring, which means this is an easy pan on the side because of the turret ring. So no side scraping in this tank, and even hold down position. Let's go in hold down position like this, 7 degree wind depression. This is a 7 degree wind depression. Easy pan here in the turret, and easy pan on the close to the garment. You will have some armor, so I don't think this tank is even the upper plate is penetrable. So here, so this is not the greatest tank, and we have the cupola here, but that's not a big of a problem because the front of the turret is weak. So the cupola is not a big problem with 80 to 90 millimeters of armor protection value. So yeah, let's now check the side of this tank. In the turret we have gun mantlet 104, 72, from 105 even down to 67, 64. In the hull 60, here 60, and as well to the rear side of this tank, here 41, 42. Other side same configuration. So this tank doesn't really have any good armor, and I don't see the purpose of this tank because no hold down, even in hold down is weak, and the whole no side scraping, no anything. It's just And yeah, the conclusion about this tank, the camo is good, definitely. The viewing is good. The speed is good. And other than that, the let's say the DPM is okay, but other than that, the gun is the balancing factor here, which is bad. In this is bad, and with this configuration. So yes, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.